a nation born in 1776. In the heart of North America, a powerful empire emerged in 1776, the Lakota Nation. They reached the sacred Black Hills, establishing dominance over the western plains and their coveted buffalo hunting grounds. But their rise and fall reveal the resilience and tragedy of a people fighting for their land and culture. Roots in the eastern woodlands. For centuries, the Lakotas lived in the forests and wetlands between the Great Lakes and the Missouri Valley. One of 7 Sioux nations, the Lakotas were part of a powerful alliance, but European colonization destabilized their homelands in the 1600s. By the early 1700s, the Lakotas moved westward, becoming skilled buffalo hunters and warriors on horseback. This adaptation transformed them into formidable competitors on the western plains. Mastering the plains. On the plains, the Lakotas conquered the farming Arikaras and forced them to pay tributes of maize and squash. By the 1800s, they had built alliances and established dominance over their territory, even charging tolls to Spanish traders. The Lakotas became a power that no one could ignore. When Lewis and Clark's expedition arrived in 1804, Lakota leaders demanded tribute before granting passage. This marked the beginning of a complex trade relationship with the United States, with Lakotas trading buffalo hides for weapons and goods. The Lakota Empire expands. While many Native American nations were being forced off their lands, the Lakotas expanded their territory. They moved in pursuit of buffalo, maintaining a decentralized structure where band leaders convened annually during the Sundance ceremonies to strategize and maintain balance. Conflict with the United States. The California Gold Rush brought waves of settlers into Lakota lands, disturbing buffalo herds and breaking promises of peace. Lakota leaders such as Sitting Bull and Crazy Horse prepared for battle, rallying Cheyenne and Arapaho allies to defend their territory. In 1876, following a vision by Sitting Bull, Crazy Horse led Lakota forces to a decisive victory against the U.S. Army at the Battle of the Little Bighorn. Yet, this triumph could not reverse the growing devastation of buffalo herds caused by railroad construction and wagon travel, resistance and suppression. Facing starvation, the Lakotas moved on to reservations where their culture was systematically dismantled. The U.S. banned traditional ceremonies like the Sun Dance and brutally suppressed protests, culminating in the 1890 Wounded Knee Massacre, where hundreds of Lakotas, including women and children, were killed. The legacy of the Lakotas. Despite centuries of hardship, the Lakotas continue to fight for their land and culture. In 2016, their resistance to the Dakota Access Pipeline drew global attention, symbolizing a long history of defiance against broken promises and exploitation. The Lakota story is one of resilience, a testament to their determination to preserve their way of life in the face of overwhelming odds. Their struggle continues, ensuring their voices and traditions endure for generations to come. Dedicated to the Lakota people and all indigenous nations fighting to protect their lands and cultures. Call to action. Learn more about the Lakotas' ongoing efforts to reclaim their sacred lands and support indigenous rights worldwide.